Paul Arthur here with the E.O. Wilson Biophilia Center, partnering with Florida Wildlife Federation. I am out here on Negosi Plantation talking about fire ecology in the longleaf pine ecosystem. Millions of years ago, before development happened, these trees, these plants used to rely on fire for their existence. These fires were caused by lightning strikes. And what was neat is that when these lightning strikes hit the ground, these fires could roam naturally and they could burn thousands and thousands of acres at a time. And like I said, these plants learned to adapt to that fire. An example here is the longleaf pine. This longleaf pine actually went through a fire 10 days ago. You can see, looking behind me, that there are things that are brown, that are burnt, that are crispy, and we just burned 10 days ago, and these plants are already starting to come back. But what's neat? So the longleaf pine tree relies on those fires for its existence. When we do prescribed burns, because we can no longer let these fires happen naturally because of people, houses, businesses, and so forth. So when we do prescribed burns out here on Negosi, we will either do a head burn, which is a burn with the wind, or we'll do a back burn, where we want that fire to burn slowly against the wind. And these trees are relying on that for the nutrients that the ash brings, all right? So this tree here is probably, could be anywhere between 5 and 15 years old. That's it. Comparatively speaking to the slash pine grow very quickly, but these trees were the dominant tree in the longleaf pine ecosystem that covered the majority, 75% or 60 to 75% of Florida, and actually went from Texas all the way up to Virginia. That longleaf pine ecosystem is extremely important. But now today, we have under 5% left. So what we're doing on Negosi, we're trying to bring back that longleaf pine ecosystem. We're trying to show people what our natural world here in Florida used to look like before development, before people moved in. And we want you to see how wonderful it is. So you can hear the birds chirping. They're loving this ecosystem. They're loving the fire 10 days ago. But not only the birds, we also have an animal that relies, or that is actually extremely important to the longleaf pine ecosystem, and that is the gopher tortoise. Right here, I have a gopher tortoise burrow. Let me get out of the shadow. And this little guy right here, this burrow is probably for a gopher tortoise that is, it's a juvenile, could be anywhere between 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. What's neat is you're wondering, what does that turtle do during the fire? Well, I'm gonna tell you, he knows that fire's coming. And so he goes down into that burrow. This burrow here, from this little gopher tortoise about that size, he can dig a burrow up to about 10 feet long if needed. And he'll actually angle down maybe 3 or 4 feet. So he's safe. And here's what's cool about that gopher tortoise. This guy he shares his home with over 350 species that will come in there and hide from either predators and or fire. There are gopher crickets in there, there'll be snakes in there, there'll be indigo snakes. 350 species rely on him or her to make that burrow for their safety. When that fire is put out, these animals know, well, now I can leave. I'm free to go. And you will see, right here is one of the most important things for these gopher tortoises. This right here is wiregrass. Look at that. 10 days ago we burned, and we already have that much growth. And how convenient for the gopher tortoise. That little guy comes out the burrow, comes over here, and he is able to eat this wiregrass because when it comes out of when the new shoots come out of the ground, it's very tender. It's like asparagus, it's delicious. So this gopher tortoise has a meal put in right there. Without the wiregrass, these animals, these small animals, namely the gopher tortoise, they would have a hard time finding food. So you can see how all of this works together and how important it is for us to take care of it, to learn about it, and to love it. And that's what we're doing here today.